Hey everyone, today it's Ia instructing you. We're going to do a small reflective and creative exercise from this little corner of my room. I've chosen an exercise for you called the Compas of Life, where we will spend some time reflecting upon our values in life. I've chosen this exercise because in the current situation of being in Corona lockdown, we get the opportunity to stop and reflect on our life, get to reflect on our values and how we prioritized our values before the crisis, but also how we prioritize them now during the crisis, and especially how do we want to prioritize them once the crisis is over. So for this exercise you will need a piece of paper, at least an A4, but you can go bigger. I didn't have white paper, so I found this funky yellow paper. You'll also need something to write with, and then you will need a scissor. So the first thing you do is you take your piece of paper and you fold it on the middle. And just make sure to just squeeze the edge. And then you just take it again and fold it on the middle, like this. And then you take it and you fold it on the diagonal. And again, make sure to squeeze it down the side. And then again, fold it on, I guess this is going to be what we would call the middle. Squeeze the tip nicely and line these edges up and squeeze there along this new edge. Good. And then take your scissors and just find, there's a bunch of edges here from the different layers of paper. Find the lowest edge. So I have one out here, I have one here, there, and then this one is the one closest to the tip. Just gonna line my scissor with that edge. Can you see? There we go. And then line it and then cut it along that edge. Then you can unfold it, and maybe while you're unfolding it, just make sure to give all your lines a little extra squeeze. There we go. Alright, so now we have this nice compass, this nice angled pattern, and then you're gonna take and find one of these angles, take your pen, and then we're gonna give it a domain. So this angle, I'm going to write in that angle the domain of parenthood. This is very thin. I think I want to change to a bigger pen. Okay. So the next domain we're going to write in is just on the next one after parenthood, the next area, you'll just write personal growth. And then the next one is hobbies. The next one is spirituality. Then we have health. And work. And then society. And the category society has a body that we call like an undercategory that's called environment. Now you can choose to put environment as like a little undercategory in here, but we also have some extra boxes. So if you want to make a box on its own about environment, then you can put environment here in the next box. And then the next one is family relations. And then intimate relations. And then social relations. And then there's a few boxes free where you can put in some domains of your life that you feel maybe haven't been mentioned already. But I think it's most ideal to wait with this to fill out those extra boxes until you've done this work with me. So we go back to the first one we wrote down. We go back to parenthood, and then spend some time kind of defining what parenthood is to you, and give it some details. Some questions to help filling out these details would be, what kind of person do you want to be? What do you wish to do? What strengths and abilities do you want to develop? And also, what do you want to represent? Just write that somewhere in this box around the title of the domain, and then just go around the compass again, putting in all these details of what this domain means specifically for you. And then once you've filled out the details of the domains all the way around, you go back again, and then take parenthood and give it a value. So the value would be based on how important is this domain to you in your life on a scale from 0 to 10, where 10 is not important at all and 10 is the most important. And just write the number here on the top. So for me, I don't currently have children, and that's not something I've invested in. So for me, this is actually at 0. And then once you've given them numbers all the way around, this could be a 7, this could be a 10, and then you go all the way around, then go back again to the first one, And then give this a value based on how much do you think you live up to the value that you give this domain. So for me, parenthood matches up pretty good. Maybe my personal growth, I'm not prioritizing that so much, but I would like to do it more. Maybe I feel like I spend a lot of times on my hobbies. Go all the way around again, give them individual values of how much am I prioritizing this in my life? Not how much would I like to, but how much am I currently prioritizing this? Once you've filled out your compass with the domains, all the little details of how this domain is for you specifically, you've given them a value, both of what your ideal is, but also how you're currently living up to it. And you maybe filled out some personal boxes of domains that I haven't mentioned. Then you can take a moment to reflect upon what this says about what's important in your life. And then what are you currently not giving attention? This reflection can just be for this short exercise, and then you can put it away and not put more energy into it. It doesn't need to lead to action or to results. And you can also maybe take your compass and put it up on your wall. And then during a day, maybe in the morning, you can go out and say, oh, today I really want to prioritize my social relations. Or today I just want to focus on my hobbies. And then you get a direction for the day of where is this compass, this direction on my compass leading me. So that was a short version of the Compass of Life. I hope you enjoyed the exercise, and leave a comment below of maybe some of your reflections based on this exercise.